Conor Benn versus Manny Pacquiao depends on the London appeal. All right, let's talk.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex the livest one in the section. Fit the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronson on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Okay. This fight between Conor Benn and Manny Pacquiao is actually a real conversation. Okay, we know what we're dealing with here. So let's just, I ain't got to give you the background on Manny Pacquiao with past drug testing. I ain't got to get into too much as far as Conor Benn in this current situation. Y'all already know, but I'll reiterate, but based off of what Eddie Hearn is saying, it depends on the appeal that they have in London. Conor Benn is on record saying he's not going to turn down an offer against Manny Pacquiao because that's a money fight. You know, Eddie Hearn spoke on what he says, and he spoke to IFL TV. He talked about an ideal situation, saying that any confirmed fight with Manny Pacquiao would ideally be held in the UK, despite Benn's ongoing battle to gain clearance to resume his career on British soil. We all know what happened with this guy. Man. I think Manny flew over to Saudi Arabia and spoke to Eddie Hearn, something like that. Something that they've been in contact, they've been in discussions. You know, now they're waiting on an appeal. Eddie Hearn said, "Yo, any day. Next week, mate. Next week." It's become a bit of a joke right now. You know, Eddie Hearn, y'all already know what I feel about Eddie Hearn as far as him not telling the truth all the time. It's become quite comical at this point. But this is boxing, man. You know, in Bob Arum said, boxing fans are like rocks. You can kick them in any direction. And he's not lying about that. Because these fans are all over the place. A lot of you fans enable this nonsense. Eddie Hearn is on record saying it's not in our hands, it's in the hands of the British Boxing Board of Control. And their decision will determine whether Conor Benn's next fight will be, because, quite frankly, we could do Conor Benn versus Pacquiao in a stadium in London, and it would do huge numbers. You know, Benn tested positive twice for clomiphene, twice, y'all, and that's what canceled the Chris Eubanks Jr. fight. I mean, come on. Look, let me keep it simple, y'all. I don't know what Manny's doing at this point. I don't know what his finances look like at this point. Eddie Hearn says that this is a 50-50 fight. Look, I don't know, man. Manny was trying to get into the Olympics. You love boxing like that you actually want to compete? You're long in the tooth as far as boxing is concerned, brother. I think Manny needs to sit down. But if this is still a good fight, fine, man. Fine. Do y'all like this? Conor Benn can't fight in his country, but he's found a home in America. But what they're saying is, if this is announced in Vegas, they don't know if they're gonna get the best bang for their buck, man. They don't know. And it's just weird to me that now Manny Pacquiao is on the other side of things as far as attempted to get into the ring with a guy that's going to not only get him a good payday, but he wants to make sure he's fighting him on a level playing field, especially knowing that what you put Floyd Mayweather Jr. through with the drug testing, that fiasco drug on for like about 4 or 5 years. Remember that? You didn't want to be tested, what was it, 17 days out before the fight or something like that, and all the excuses. I'm scared of needles, but you got tattoos, and You know, all these weird things that, you know, Manny Pacquiao was putting out into the atmosphere, into the realm, into the world. And now you're gambling now, brother. Brother Manny, you're gambling now. This guy's a known and convicted drug cheat. You see, Manny, you've never been caught. But there were signs there, man. Putting aside your athletic ability, you might be an anomaly. I'll give you that. Fine. But to duck that drug test and prolong it that long? Come on now. That was suspect in itself. And now you're trying to go into the ring where the guy that was he popped dirty, man. And what was his excuse? Eggs. This is a strange sport that we are addicted to, ain't it? Listen, man, you go ahead and do what you want to do, you know, against this guy. Pause. But I don't trust Conor Benn, and I don't care if I ever see him fight again, ever. You know, once you pop this hard twice, you trust him? Fine. If Manny wants to do this, fine. And I think he'll get cleared eventually. He'll be fighting back in his home country eventually. Manny, you want to go over there and do all of that? Hey, man, do what you feel is real. But, yeah, do what you feel is real. But it's up to London to make the appeal. Boss, let me know what y'all think. Bronx on deck.
Move!